Lost? Feeling adrift? Unsure of your purpose? Do you ever wonder if God is truly present, actively working in the intricate tapestry of your life, or if you're just navigating this journey on your own? It's a question many of us grapple with, a quiet yearning for reassurance that we're not alone, that there's a divine hand guiding us through the complexities of everyday existence. You're not the only one. We all seek meaning, connection, and a sense of direction. Perhaps a job offer you weren't even looking for, a chance encounter with someone who profoundly impacts your path, or a solution to a problem that seemingly materialized out of thin air. These aren't just lucky breaks. Have there been any recent unexpected opportunities in your life? A new connection, an unforeseen project, a sudden insight. Yet, have you ever experienced a profound sense of inner peace that washes over you, even amidst external turmoil? It might manifest as a sudden wave of calm during a moment of intense anxiety, a feeling of deep contentment and gratitude for simple blessings, but recognizing its presence and actively seeking to nurture it can be a powerful practice. When you feel that inexplicable calm, that deep sense of joy despite external circumstances, pause and acknowledge it. Recognize it as a whisper from the divine, a confirmation that God is working within you, guiding you towards serenity and resilience. Or perhaps you prayed for guidance on a tough decision, and suddenly clarity emerged, or the right person appeared to offer counsel. These aren't always direct, answers delivered exactly as we imagined. What have you been praying for recently, big or small? And how might God have answered those prayers, even if not in the way you initially expected? Keep a prayer journal and look back. You might be surprised by the patterns of divine response you discover. Sometimes the answer comes in a redirection, a closed door leading to an open window, or even a strengthened ability to endure a challenge. The key is to recognize that God's answers often come in ways we might not initially expect or even understand, but always with our ultimate good in mind, or a heightened appreciation for the beauty and wonder of life itself, even when things are far from perfect. It's the ability to find stillness in the midst of the storm, to feel anchored when everything around you feels adrift. And I'm not just talking about the big, dramatic prayers, the ones for healing from a serious illness or for a significant life change. Often, it's the small, everyday prayers, the quiet petitions for guidance, strength, or comfort that reveal God's intimate involvement in our lives. This inner peace is a gift, a spiritual balm that reminds you that you are not alone, that there's a divine hand holding you steady, a calming presence that settles your spirit, allowing you to navigate difficult situations with a quiet strength. The very next morning, a random article popped up in my newsfeed about a different approach to my specific problem, an approach I hadn't considered. It wasn't a direct download of the solution, but it was the precise spark I needed to unlock my own creativity and complete the task successfully. That wasn't coincidence. It was an answered prayer. This unwavering peace, a sense of contentment that transcends your circumstances, can be a profound sign of God's abiding presence. How do these align, perhaps subtly, with your aspirations, your long-term goals, or even your deepest desires? What if that coincidence was actually a carefully orchestrated step on your divine path? Opportunities, especially those that seem to arrive at precisely the right moment, or align perfectly with your unspoken desires, can be a powerful sign of God's direction. This video isn't about proving God's existence. It's about helping you recognize the subtle, yet incredibly powerful, ways He's already showing up for you. A single moment of kindness from a stranger that leads to a lifelong friendship. A sudden inspiration for a creative project that unlocks a new passion. These aren't random. Often, these unexpected doors opening are God's way of redirecting your steps, of leading you toward a path that serves your highest good, even if you couldn't see it at the time. They are divine appointments disguised as everyday occurrences. It's about empowering you to walk with newfound confidence, to see the divine thread woven into the very fabric of your daily experiences. We're going to explore 5 clear signs that can help you recognize divine guidance and blessings. Signs that, once you start looking for them, will transform how you perceive your life. God's guidance and blessings often aren't grand, miraculous pronouncements from the heavens, or booming voices echoing in your ear. More often, they are subtle whispers, gentle nudges, and perfectly timed occurrences. Think of them as the universe's quiet confirmations, the loving touch of a benevolent force that is intimately involved in your journey. We're so often caught up in the clamor of daily life, the relentless to-do lists, and the pursuit of our next goal, that we can easily miss these profound indicators. But once you learn to attune yourself to their frequency, you'll begin to see them everywhere. These signs aren't about providing concrete proof of God's existence to skeptics. Rather, they are for those who seek to deepen their personal relationship with the divine, to appreciate His active and loving presence in the ordinary, everyday moments that make up our lives. It's about cultivating a heightened awareness, a spiritual sensitivity that allows you to perceive the sacred in the mundane. 1. Opportunities. Divine appointments disguised. Have you ever had an opportunity drop into your lap that felt almost too perfect, too serendipitous to be mere coincidence? Consider the stories you hear. Someone laid off from a seemingly secure job only to find their dream career through an unexpected connection. Take a moment right now to reflect. 2. Inner peace. The stillness within the storm. Life is inherently chaotic. We face challenges, uncertainties, and moments that test our resilience. This isn't just about feeling happy all the time. It's a deeper, more enduring tranquility. Cultivating this peace isn't always easy, especially when life throws its toughest challenges your way. 3. Answered prayers. Conversations with the divine. Perhaps the most direct and heartwarming sign of God's active presence is answered prayer. Think about it. Have you ever prayed for a specific outcome, only to see it unfold in an unexpected, yet undeniably perfect way? I recall a time when I was incredibly stressed about a looming work deadline. Feeling overwhelmed and out of ideas, I prayed for clarity and inspiration. Take a moment to reflect on your own prayer life. 4. Growth and transformation. The sculpting hand of grace. Life is a journey of continuous evolution, and much of that evolution, particularly our personal and spiritual development, can be attributed to God's ongoing work in our lives. Growth and transformation, both internally and externally, are profound signs of God's active presence and guidance. This isn't just about aging. It's about a deepening of character, a broadening of perspective, and a strengthening of faith. How does spiritual growth manifest? It could be a newfound sense of purpose that energizes your days, a deeper understanding of Scripture that resonates with your soul, or a greater capacity for compassion and forgiveness towards others. Have you become more patient, more understanding, more aligned with your core values? Has your faith deepened, even in moments of doubt? It's the universe winking at you, assuring you that you're on the right path, or offering a subtle sign that you need to pay attention. These moments often carry a sense of wonder and affirmation, making you feel more connected to a larger, unseen force. They are threads in a beautiful tapestry, woven by a loving and ever-present God. By paying attention to these subtle cues in your everyday life, you begin to tune into the divine orchestra that is constantly playing around and within you. Start looking for these signs in your own life today. What opportunities have appeared? When have you felt an unshakable peace? How have your prayers been answered, even in unexpected ways? And what meaningful coincidences have you noticed? What growth have you experienced? It's about cultivating a heightened awareness, a spiritual sensitivity that allows you to perceive the sacred in the mundane. In the comments below, share your own experiences of recognizing God's work in your everyday life. What signs have you noticed? How has it impacted your journey? Let's inspire each other. This continuous process of becoming, of growing into a more authentic and spiritually aware version of yourself, is a testament to God's unwavering commitment to your journey. For some, it might be repeatedly seeing a particular symbol or number that holds personal significance. For others, it's a perfectly timed conversation or a piece of information that appears exactly when needed. It empowers you to navigate challenges with grace, embrace opportunities with courage, and live with a profound sense of purpose. When you see His hand in the unfolding of your life, you realize you are never truly alone. This realization can transform anxiety into peace, uncertainty into trust, and ordinary moments into extraordinary encounters with the divine. It invites you to seek a deeper, more intimate relationship with Him, a relationship built on recognition, trust, and love. The key is to be present and observant, to notice these coincidences and consider their deeper meaning in your life. What message might God be trying to convey through these interconnected events? Be open to this ongoing process of spiritual evolution. Embrace the lessons, even the challenging ones, recognizing them as the sculpting hand of grace, refining you and drawing you closer to your divine potential. It might involve shedding old habits that no longer serve you, embracing new perspectives, or developing a more resilient spirit in the face of adversity. This transformation is often a result of challenges, of being stretched beyond your comfort zone. Perhaps you were thinking about someone you hadn't seen in years, and then they unexpectedly called. How have you changed? Or you were struggling with a specific problem, and the answer appeared in a book you randomly picked up. These are examples of synchronicity, meaningful coincidences that defy rational explanation and often feel like a gentle nudge from the universe or from God. And recognizing that these experiences, while sometimes difficult, are precisely what God uses to refine and mold you. Think about where you were a year ago, 5 years ago. 5. Synchronicity, the dance of meaningful coincidence. Have you ever experienced a series of seemingly unrelated events that, when viewed together, create a pattern of profound meaning? Synchronicity isn't about mere chance. It's about the feeling that there's an intelligent order at play, a hidden hand orchestrating events to guide you, affirm you, or provide insights. These can be incredibly personal and subtle. The 5 signs we've discussed: opportunities, inner peace, answered prayers, growth and transformation, and synchronicity are not isolated phenomena. Recognizing God's work in your life is not just about feeling good. It's about embarking on a journey of deeper understanding, profound gratitude, and unwavering confidence. So I invite you to open your eyes and your heart. I'd love to hear your stories. In the comments below, share your own experiences of recognizing God's work in your everyday life. What signs have you noticed? How has it impacted your journey? Let's inspire each other.